Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are going to use the Awash in Beauty Suite to make this really lovely card. Now, in the previous video where I introduced this, you saw that I had cut out the pieces from the designer series paper. I have a whole package of them here that I can just use and use and use. I'm using the lattice work die from the Organic Beauty dies that go along with the bundle. And as I said, when you cut this out, you get all of these little diamonds and triangles left over. And because I've put this on adhesive backed paper to make them sticky, then I can just add them back in wherever I like. So I have used the Awash in Beauty designer series paper and a Mossy Meadow card base. You can leave it blank inside, or you can stamp inside on a piece of basic white if you like. I've just done the front of the card for now. I've also used the Iridescent Pearls Basic Jewels and the Just Because greeting in Mossy Meadow from the stamp set. So let's go ahead and pretty much just build the card. I've got everything kind of prepped, and then you can just see how I'm putting it together. So pop that off to the side. So I'm just going to take the designer series paper. It's cut 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to stick it down to the card base. Now you can put the lattice over this side and then put some flowers over top so it looks like there's flowers in behind. But I thought for this one it was more effective just to have the designer series paper that looked like little leaves in the background on here. So it just looks like little leaves, little stems in the background. So this again is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm just going to drop that down. To cut the lattice out, this is pretty much 5 1/4 by 4. So I cut a piece of basic white in 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So that when I cut it out, I just had that little tiny edge around. I can get that out. This is what I had left over when I cut it out. So again, this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, so that this comes out perfectly. I have done this with adhesive backing, and it can be a bit tricky sometimes to peel off. So just bear with me while I try and find my edges. And the adhesive sheets I needed to match 2 together because they come in strips of about 2 inches. So I'm going to grab the one, and there it's coming off like that. So we've got the first piece off. Now I need to find the edge of the second piece and just peel that off as well. So we're going to lay this down the way we would normally lay anything down, and just make sure that we're kind of level all the way around, and we are. So there we go. That's the lattice work, and that is, using the adhesive backing is the easiest and the most simple way to get it stuck down. So when I originally did this, I kind of laid everything out to see what it would look like. But because I have already done that, I can just place things down. So I put some adhesive on the back of the leaves and stem here. And then I'm using dimensionals on the back of the flower. And to me, these flowers have a right side up and a wrong side up. It's absolutely your call how you choose to place it down. Now I'm going to just put in these little bluebells. And I put them right over. You can tuck this under the leaf. You can do it first if you want. I just wanted some of the blue to show through because there's a lot of green in the background on this. So I'm just going to tuck the second one in, just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to put the little leaves, and there's 2 different color leaves that you can cut out. One is a Mossy Meadow and one is the Granny Apple Green. And I chose to use the Granny Apple Green because the Mossy Meadow one's just kind of blended right into the background. So let's put these leaves down, and then I can put the other flowers down. And I've dimensionalized these as well. And I'm just going to pop that. I can place them a little higher. They don't have a stem on them, so as long as I put one of the petals down, it can just sit on top like that. And then I can place this one down as well. So let's just pop that one like that, just right there. I, again, use the just because, and I've dimensionalized it, so I can just pop this off to the side and just lay this down over the bottom of all the leaves. I'm just going to pick that up and make sure it's square. And it is. Now, I chose to add some of the pieces back in. One of the things you need to be aware of when you do this is the ones in the middle come to a point. The ones along the edge have the edge rounded on them. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see the difference. Let me just pull out a piece of paper here. There's the difference. This one is pointed both ends. This one is rounded. So the rounded one needs to go towards the edge. So I have one at the edge down here. I'm just going to slide it in underneath like that. And then just bump it down. I'm going to use my tweezers here just to make sure it's in the right place. And there we go. And I have another edge piece to do at the top. So I'm just going to peel that one off. And I did use the little pearlized gems on this card as well. So this one, I could put it here or I can put it here. I kind of laid this out on the other card. I just placed them before I actually stuck them down. I kind of like having the white diamonds in here just to kind of just offset some of the background coming through because it is quite dark. And then I have a couple more, one at the side, and they kind of bring your eye to the flowers is what I like about it. The flowers, they don't just drift off. Having the little diamonds put back in helps to just bring that highlight to the flowers themselves. So, and I have saved all of these little triangles and that out in a bag that I will keep with the designer series paper. Either that or I'll keep them with the dies and with the stamp set so that I can use them whenever I like. And there we go. Let's just add those iridescent pearls. I used the little ones and I popped one in there like that. And then I have one just in here. Just that little bit of bling, that little bit extra. And then one down here. So that is the card finished using elements from the Awash and Beauty suite, including the True Beauty dies, or stamps, this case just for the just because, but focusing on the Organic Beauty dies. So stay tuned for more videos with this suite, and let's create together again soon.